Hi Gemini, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. So this month we have Mars moving into your sign on the 3rd or the 4th, depending on where you live, I guess. And then we have Venus moving into Aries at the end of the month, and Mercury will be moving into Pisces. We have a full moon or a new moon in Pisces on the 13th, and then a full moon in Libra, which is favorable to your sign, on the 28th. And we have the solstice, spring in the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern hemisphere. So there's going to be some shifting energies this month. Things are going to be shifting. Energy is going to start to move forward. It's the only month, actually this month is the only month where there's nothing retrograde. Mercury has gone direct in February, and it's out of its shadow, and the next retrograde won't happen until mid-April. So this is a good time to initiate with this new moon. It's a good time to put your energies forward, especially with Mars in your first house. So let's see, what does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of March? What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of March? What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of March? We'll get into the astrology later, but let's see what the cards say about love and relationships for March 2021. The Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords in the past, the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Lovers. Interesting. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. So there's potential for new beginnings this month for you. Definitely. Maybe even a new career path. So you start the month off with the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning that you're really excited about. You're feeling like taking action. You're feeling like you're getting engaged. Not literally physically engaged, but your energies are up. Your energies are excited about these new beginnings, this new cycle coming in. You have the Six of Wands here. This is a card of victory and recognition. So I'm seeing I'm seeing career and love here. It's not just relationships in terms of, romantic relationships. I think that you're also having career success this month. And it starts now. It's going to start. There could be a new job offer coming in. There could also be a relationship, because I see the Ten of Swords here in the past. So you're coming out of a difficult time. So if you were in a relationship where you felt not valued or not appreciated, or you just felt beaten down by life, bored, and kind of not knowing, not getting recognized, or not feeling valued in a relationship, that's what this Four of Cups is. The Ten of Swords means the worst is over. And you have the Sun here. The sun is starting to come out. Things are starting to get lighter. You're starting to feel like having fun. Feel like you're coming back to life. I feel like you've been down for the count. You might have been beaten down or hurt by something. May have experienced some type of failure or betrayal, even with the Ten of Swords. And that's over. You've decided, okay, I'm not going to give this any more energy. I'm done. What's next? You're on this transition to what's next. And you can be really successful. The sixes mean harmony. So this new beginning is going to bring more harmony in your life, but also recognition. And maybe even travel. I'm feeling the energy of travel around this card. And the sun, you're going to be connecting with someone that brings sunshine back into your life, that brings joy back into your life, where you're actually going to have fun. You know, maybe things have been really heavy lately, and there hasn't been enough time for fun. But the sun is saying, the energy of the sun is, no matter what you've been through, it gives you the ability to overcome any conflict, any problems, any difficulties. So you're overcoming it. It's already started, because this is in the recent past. The energy has already started to change. And you have this Ace of Pentacles. This is a time card for the end of the year. So whatever you're starting now, the Ace of Wands, which represents the months of March, April, May, is going to come to fruition by December, January by the end of this year. So you're starting a new path, really. It could be a new relationship. It could even be a new career opportunity. But it's something that you're excited about. It's something that's going to bring fun and joy back into your life and help you to recover from this Ten of Swords event or energy. When you get the Ten of Swords, it's like you're done. You know, you've reached the end of the line in a difficult situation, and you can't give it any more energy. You're forced to walk away. You're forced to drop the ball. You know, it's like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anymore. I've got to let go. So that could be a relationship situation, and you may feel, you know, the Ten of Swords is difficult energy. You may feel like I failed in some way, or, you know, I've just been beaten down, I've been betrayed, I've been sabotaged, whatever. But the good thing about this card, it's in the past, so it's over. And look, there's a sunrise here on the horizon. That means that there's a new day dawning. And I think March is when things are going to start to change in a positive way. You have this Four of Cups energy. This is like you've been a little bit... there have been offers made to you, maybe possibly even offers of love, because the Four... It's like this person is just considering the options but not taking action. So there might have been some options that you're like, well, I don't know if I really want this. You're considering your options. You're not really choosing anything. But things are going to start to change. You've got this Eight of Wands here, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, this major arcana of the Lovers. The Seven of Pentacles is like you've been planting some seeds, and you're waiting. You might take this, you're waiting for things to develop. You're just saying, okay, this looks interesting. Let's see where it goes. That's your attitude this month. I'll check it out. I will try new things. I will stop feeding this. I'll let go of the past, my past sorrow, my past disappointments, my past failures, whatever they may be, and I will try something new. But we'll see. I think a part of you you're being cautious. You're not really like hoping, like thinking, oh wow, this is going to be great. You're kind of like, we'll see where it goes, you know. Because you have this Two of Wands here in your fear factor, in your fear sector, or your psychological blockage sector. There's a potential partnership on offer, but you're not sure if you want it or not. You're just like, I don't know. Let's just see where it goes. Maybe you're waiting for a message to come in. You have this Eight of Wands here. This is a card of the arrows of love. It's in your environment, so you could get a message from someone, or you could get, there could be opportunities opening up for you to connect with people. And I think it's not just love. I'm seeing business and love and relationship. You might even be connecting with people through the work that you do. Like, you know, you're doing your work and you're getting recognition and you're getting, you know, you're becoming successful. And then, you're also connecting with new people, and there could be some connections there that are opening up as well. You have the Temperance card here in your wish fulfillment card. Okay, this is telling you if you want what you want, you're going to have to compromise to get what you want. Find that balance. Maybe you've been working too hard and you haven't really paid attention to love. You know, so the Temperance is about work-life balance, finding the balance between opposites. It could also mean that you connect with someone that's very different than you, and you have to expand your views to incorporate this other person, you know. because you may have your way of looking at the world, they may have their way of looking at the world, and you're compatible, but you're very different. You might have to meet in the middle and compromise. That's what the Temperance is. The Temperance is about two people coming together that are compatible, but they need to meet each other halfway, but they're also very independent and very different. And then you have the Lovers here. The Lovers card is about a choice. So you may have more than one option. Maybe you have to choose which is the best option for me. And the choice could be choosing between two people, two opportunities, or the choice can be choosing to stay or choosing to go. Choosing to stay with the current situation and work it out, or move on to something new. But the Lovers also is a very strong attraction. So I feel the choice is a serious one, because when you make your decision, you won't be able to go back and undo it. You know, it's like once you cross that bridge, you can't, the bridge disappears behind you. So you have to know what you want this month, because you have an opportunity to get somewhere, to get where you want to go. But you're going to have to make some serious choices and decisions and then take action. The Ace of Wands is about taking action. It's enthusiasm. It's a new start, a new seed that's planted that has the potential to grow into something by the end of the year. You might meet someone and suddenly, your feelings develop suddenly for someone or something like that. That's the Eight of Wands energy. So let's see. And plus with the Temperance, I want to mention one more thing. It relates to the Archangel Michael. So you may feel spiritually guided to go in a certain direction, or spiritually guided to choose one thing over another. Trust your intuition, trust your gut when you're making those choices. If you are successful with the Six of Wands, there could be some people around you who might be jealous. Just don't ignore them. Just do your thing, and don't worry, because doors are opening up for you. Success is coming in, both in relationship and in love, and business. Career and in love. So this new moon in Pisces is happening in your 10th house of career. That's why I'm saying the cards are reinforcing the astrology, or vice versa. I think this is going to be a change in your life path. So it could be a change of career or a career success, but it could also mean, the 10th house can also mean change in status. So you go from like single to married, or married to single. You're changing how you are seen in the world, in the outer world. Now this new moon in Pisces is connected to Venus and Neptune. Venus and Neptune are coming together. So this is like a dream come true kind of thing, energy. You could really connect with someone who's very spiritual, who's like has soulmate energy. It could be a very romantic experience. It could awaken feelings in you thought you never had, or you thought you lost. With the Ten of Swords energy, you're like down for the count, beaten, like I'll never get up. It's over. New energy's coming in. You're going to be surprised with how good things can be. You have Mars moving into your sign. So Mars has been in the 12th house all last month. You've been doing a lot of soul searching when Mars was in Taurus, and not really taking action, just considering, You've had some psychological issues to deal with, to overcome. But now that Mars is in Gemini, you're ready for, to hit the road running. And it's trining. Saturn's in your 9th house. If you connect with someone, they could be someone, and from the 9th house, Mars is trining Saturn. That's very positive. So anything you initiate this month has the energy of Saturn supporting it. And Saturn, in the positive sense, is stability, longevity, building something solid and stable. So if it's a relationship, it's something that can last. And if it's a career thing, it's something that you might be in. Whatever you're going to start, whether it's a relationship or career relationship, it can last a long time. You're ready to make a commitment to a new path. And Saturn in the 9th, if you're connecting with a person, it could be someone who's very different than you, has very different beliefs, very different upbringing, maybe somebody from even a different culture. But whatever it is, and there could be an age difference with Saturn. A little bit of an age difference where one person is more like a parent to the other. But in any case, Saturn wants to break you free from whatever's been holding you back psychologically, because you have Uranus in the 12th. Uranus is shaking things up in your psyche, in your subconscious. It's shaking up, it's letting, if you have any enemies, they're coming to the surface. If you have any psychological blocks, Uranus wants to free you, Mercury is in Aquarius. It's going to be moving into Pisces, and when it does, it'll be in your 10th house. So, and that'll be later in, Mercury goes into Pisces just after the new moon. And it's making an aspect to Pluto in the 9th house. So this could be, if you connect with someone romantically, this may not be for everyone, because some people might already be in relationships. This is more for new relationships. It will be a very, an intellectual connection, very deep. You might be having deep conversations. It's going to be intense, because Pluto brings intensity. And Pluto's in your 8th house of intimacy and other people's money. It's going to transform your life in some way. You may feel like you're reborn through this relationship, because someone is affecting you at a deep level, a deep, not only emotional, but intellectual level. Like, you might have a lot to talk about, and you might, really go deep in conversation. And it's a positive thing. I don't see it as negative. Then we have, Venus moves into Aries, which is going to be sextile your sign. And in Aries, it will be in your 11th house. So that's the house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. Venus moves into Aries on the 22nd of March. And then we have the full moon in Libra on the 28th. And the full moon in Libra, it has the Sun conjunct Venus in your 11th house. So the full moon is 5th house and 11th house. So you could start something at the new moon that comes to completion at the full moon. Or something is revealed to you at the full moon around, with the 5th house, that has to do with children. It has to do with romance, new romance. Maybe you finally get the courage to ask someone out or something. Or you find out there's love there. You could have love with a friend, because the 11th house is the house of friendship. So there could be a friendship that turns to love. You start off as friends, and then you start falling in love with this person. Venus in the 11th house also brings money in your career, because the 11th house represents the money you earn from the work that you do. So you could get financial support coming in. You might be joining groups that are very creative. You're getting more involved in creative groups or creativity, art, dealing with artists or creative people. Maybe the person you meet is a creative person. Now, Mercury, when it moves into Pisces, will move towards Neptune in Pisces in your 10th house. So, in the 10th house, Mercury's not strong in Pisces. Mercury is your ruling sign, so it's going to be significant for you. There may be some, unless you're doing something really creative or something that helps heal others, like some type of counseling work or healing work, Mercury can bring confusion in Pisces. Like, you're not sure what direction you want to go in. For some of you, you might be confused about your life path. Others, you may be embarking on a path where you're doing more creative writing, creative communication. But still, you have to make sure that whatever you're communicating, people are understanding you, because there could be miscommunications when Mercury's in Pisces, because you're not being clear. People are misunderstanding where you're coming from. And it doesn't, like Mercury in Pisces, your thinking isn't clear, or you're like locked in a dream. So don't just look at the surface value of things. Go deeper when Mercury's in Pisces. Mars in Gemini, the North Node is in Gemini. It's in your 1st house, and Mars is going to be conjuncting the North Node, and Saturn also is applying to the North Node from Aquarius. It's trining. So it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to show your talent. To if you've been kind of hiding out behind the scenes, like not really speaking up, not really communicating. I mean, as a Gemini, you're the storyteller. That's your gift. Your gift is the gift of words, the gift of communication, and I think you might be using that more in the month of March. It's a good time for you to get your your ideas out, and to work towards letting people see your talent, letting people see what your skills are, and not being afraid to put yourself out there, because you got Mars. You're going to have Mars in Gemini. Mars usually stays like around 6 weeks or so. So use that energy. And Jupiter is in Aquarius. Let's see. Where is Jupiter in your sign? Jupiter is in your 9th house with Saturn. So it's bringing, you know, if you need to learn new skills, it's a good time to teach or to learn while Jupiter is there. Jupiter will be there for most of the year. To share your wisdom, share your knowledge. You have something to say this month, so say it. Now, the other thing I wanted to say about Mercury and Neptune is if you're signing any contracts during the month of March, just make sure you read the fine print. If you're starting a new job, make sure, it may look like an ideal situation. It may be like, wow, this is my dream job. Just make sure you're seeing things clearly. Like, let somebody else check it out with you. Like, bounce your ideas off someone else. And read the fine print. You know, if you have to have a contract, take it to a lawyer. Let them, you know, make sure that everything you're being promised will be delivered. That's the only thing I want to say, because when Mercury and Neptune and Pisces and Neptune come together, there could be some confusion. That's all. So to avoid that, I mean, it's not negative. It's just be extra careful with the details. Don't be like, oh, this is great. Where's the dotted line? Let me sign. You know, really look at things carefully. And you may still sign, but you may find something like, hey, wait a minute, what's this over here? This needs to be changed before I can sign, you know. So you can still move ahead, but you want to protect your interests. You don't want to be so excited about the new opportunity that you're forgetting about the details. But really, everything is full steam ahead for you this month with Mars in your sign. If there's something you want to go for it. This is the month to take action. And you'll be surprised at how far away, by the end of the month, you'll be so far away from this Ten of Swords energy. It'll be like a dream. You'll be in this new energy of success and love and fun, and it's like new air, breath of fresh air is coming in. So that's my forecast for March. Gemini, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, click on the link on the like button. Click on the subscribe button if you want to find out when I upload videos. Also, if you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you. And if you've been with me for a long time, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching and for supporting this channel. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule for a private reading. Because this is a general reading. It may not affect everyone in the same way. But when I do a private reading, it's specifically about your situation. So, and no one else has your specific situation but you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy equinox, spring equinox, or fall equinox, depending on where you live. And I hope you enjoy March, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.